government updating its national plan on combating auto theft. Let's go live to Oakville right now.
Un sommet national pour lutter contre la menace croissante de vol d'auto. We brought together at that summit federal and provincial ministers, mayors, industry leaders, law enforcement, and vehicle manufacturers, in fact, to find solutions. And coming out of that summit in May, what we did is launch a national action plan that is guiding our work along three key pillars. And it's these three pillars that I would like to provide an update on today. First of all, intelligence and information sharing. Second of all, intervention. Third of all, legislation, regulations, and governance. Today, this update is going to be about the progress that we have made. Aujourd'hui, je suis ici pour parler des progrès qu'on a réalisés avec ces trois piliers.
Three pillars.
The first pillar of the action plan, what we have done is to improve intelligence and information sharing. The RCMP, the OPP, the Sûreté du Québec, and the CBSA are working together via integrated task forces to target organized crime. Back in April of this year, the CBSA, working with the OPP, recovered nearly 600 stolen vehicles from the Port of Montreal through what is known as Project Vector. And that brings the total number of stolen vehicles intercepted by CBSA in 2024 in our ports and rail yards to over 1,900, already exceeding last year's total. In the Greater Toronto Area alone, the CBSA has intercepted 620 stolen vehicles, as Francesco pointed out. Now, the second pillar of the action plan is intervention. Here, the CBSA has expanded its scanning technology, its data analytics, and advanced targeting to increase its ability to examine shipping containers that are destined for export. The CBSA has also established a 24/7 central point of contact for police to coordinate requests to locate vehicles that may be tracked to a port. La SFC a aussi mis en place un point de contact central accessible 24 heures sur 7 pour permettre à la police de coordonner les demandes de localisation.
Trudeau has come under some questioning over what he knew and when, what his government is doing to try and fight it.
Finally, under the third pillar of the action plan, we have legislation, regulations, and governance. Justice Canada has implemented changes to the criminal code, adding new offenses for violent vehicle thefts and for those linked to organized crime and money laundering. Under that third pillar, Transport Canada will also play a key role in ensuring that new vehicles meet the most robust anti-theft and immobilization standards. All vehicles imported into or made in Canada must already comply with rigorous safety standards. But we have more work to do together. And that is why we have held consultations to update the Canadian Motor Vehicle Safety Standards to help prevent cars from being stolen in the first place. Transport Canada a également tenu des consultations sur la modernisation de nos normes de sécurité des véhicules automobiles pour mieux prévenir le vol de véhicules. And what we're doing now is carefully reviewing the input from the stakeholder. Those consultations concluded in July, and we are working on the development of additional regulatory amendments. We are encouraging manufacturers and industry leaders to continue to use new technology to make vehicles more secure. And on that note, I am working with my colleague, the Minister of Public Safety, Dominic LeBlanc, who wanted to be here today, but was otherwise tied up, to review and implement updated security plans at port facilities. Now, comme je l'ai dit, on a chacun notre rôle à jouer dans la lutte contre le vol de véhicules.
Okay, we've
Et
been
on
listening
risque
to Minister of Transport Anita Anand announce the 3 pillars of the national plan to combat auto theft. This is happening live right now in Oakville.